What's good? My name is Charity Croft, and of course, we all saw the verdict of that Kyle Rittenhouse case. And so, I just want to take a second and talk about even deeper and more nuanced issues that are involved in this. So, if you have a second, hear me out. If we zoom out from this case, we'll see that the biggest issue of this ain't even the fact that he got off on a not guilty charge. The biggest issue is how what is legal and what is actually just and correct have just never been aligned in the history of this country. The entire concept of laws, again, they protect property, they protect power, they don't tend to protect people. I saw a tweet just recently was just like, he killed 2 white people and still got off. And that's how fucked up white supremacy is that it doesn't even protect white people, it just protects white power, right? What was protected was his right to bear arms, his ability to take the law into his own hands. That is what was protected, not even Kyle Rittenhouse. And then somebody watching this might say, well, no, it was actually self-defense. The people were chasing after him, so he did his right and he shot back. Whew. That's so crazy. Because people were chasing after him and they were upset with him and he did shoot them. And that, I guess, you could call self-defense. But why is he there in the first place, right? Again, laws don't have anything to do with ethics, because an ethical law would be that people should not attend a lawful protest in which people are protesting the injustices of this world that we exist within and bring guns there. The reality is that somebody put out a request online saying who would like to come out and protect our community against these evil thugs. And they literally said evil thugs. And Kyle Rittenhouse responded and came out all the way from another state armed with an assault rifle with the intent of protecting the community, and not even actually. He wasn't protecting the community. He doesn't know what these businesses are. None of these business owners invited any members of this militia. This militia was protecting an ideal, a concept that they feel should remain, that they feel is threatened by these protests, threatened by the people that feel an injustice to this system. They are threatened by people being literally threatened by the system. And sadly, there's no law against them doing that. That's that discrepancy between legal and correct. And to bring this whole point home, the system that Kyle Rittenhouse went out there to protect is exactly the system that protected Kyle Rittenhouse. Wow. The reality of the matter is that he was 17 with an AR-15 in the conversation there. Like, that is as illegal as it gets right there. But that one particular charge, being underage with a gun, was the charge that was thrown out, because that is the charge that would have surely convicted him. All of the rest, because of the fact that the people were aggressing him first, we can say, oh, well, he'll get off on self-defense on that. But you couldn't have got off if they would have kept the charge of him being a minor possessing this gun. And that's the whole point, is that what he went out there to protect was the ability to wither around shit, right? Because that's the whole protest. The protest about Jacob Blake is how the police and the people that are supported by this white supremacist system continue to wither around shit. And he went out there to protect their ability to do that, and thus was able to wither around it. We know the reality. The reality is that if Kyle Rittenhouse would have been a black person, and yes, I'm pulling this fucking card, if he would have been a black person at a protest done by white people, let's say if he would have went to the shit they did at the Capitol building, if a black person would have been there with a gun, and then some of those people start attacking him, and then he shot those people in self-defense, but he was a 17-year-old black kid, bet he wouldn't even made it. He wouldn't even made it this far, and he got shot dead right there, and you know it. And that's the thing about white supremacy, is that it allows laws to be utilized when necessary, right? as long as it keeps whiteness supreme, right? We're cool with laws as long as they function in a way that supports the perpetuation of this system of white power and white dominance and and the subjugation of everyone else. So again, I don't even know if the issue is like changing the laws as much as it is changing humanity. It is changing the way in which people think, because as long as we got judges like the judge that was there and juries like the jury was there, then motherfuckers can fadangle laws all day. It ain't about the laws. It's about the fact that white supremacy is an inherent living being within the brains of every American citizen, not just American, every damn near Western citizen, potentially every citizen of this planet Earth. White supremacy exists somewhere within them, regardless of race, right? Regardless of race, we all look at this structure as the way it just is, and that is the problem. We must create a new system and a new world in which whiteness is not seen as supreme. I do not believe in the way in which this world works. I do believe in humans, though. I do believe in our ability to change for the better. If you're in any way interested in that possibility, I have a link in my bio. It's called The Genius Factory. All the books that I read, all the educational videos that I watch to continue to expand my mind and continue to figure out how to ideate a new world that is beyond these injustices, that is beyond all of this foolery that we see on a daily basis. If you're so interested, click the link in my bio. Either way, I wish you peace. I wish you mental peace in a world that is very unkind to our mentality, specifically black people within this country. And I wish you joy and I wish you hope. And you are deserving of life, and you are deserving of justice, and you are deserving of living in a world that supports you. I love you.